let's say for this effect, the deck gets a little shuffle, and after the spectator has shuffled the deck, they can take out any card they would like. Now, in real performance, I wouldn't see the card, but just for the performance, I'm gonna see the card, and I think you're gonna understand why. So I wouldn't know the card, but in this case, it's the 8 of spades. The spectator could sign the 8, it doesn't matter. But I would take back their card, not knowing what it was, and I would lose it right into the deck. Perfect. So now I would explain to the spectator, what if I could get your card to disappear from the deck and end up in the box? And just to show you, your card shouldn't be on top, right? That's not your card. No, okay? And the ace of spades isn't your card either. All I have to do then is riffle the deck, riffle the deck, snap my fingers, and you're going to hear that there's a card in the box. For the first time ever, how about you name your card out loud? The 8 of spades, the 9 of hearts. That wasn't your card. Oh, you said your card was the 8 of spades. Okay. Well, how about we leave the 9 right in the box, if I can close the box. Okay, there we go. And how about you take out your 8 of spades from wherever it is in the deck? So it looks like we have a queen, 7, 8, 5, queen. I'm not seeing. There's the 8 of clubs. But you said the 8 of spades. Um, I'm not really seeing anything in here. Well, that's because there's one card in the box, and one card only. And what was the 9 of hearts is now the 8 of spades. So that is today's effect. If you would like to learn how to do this, make sure to stick around for the tutorial. Alright, so before I get into the effect here, that wasn't my best performance, but hopefully I teach it a lot better. Here's the deck I'm actually using are the Rise V1s, and I have a deck review on this, so I will leave that down in the description. So here's how you're going to go about this. So before you even walk up to your spectator, you're going to take one card, doesn't matter what card it is, you're going to leave it in the box, okay? And that is your only setup. So you're going to have one random card in the box. Now you could use a joker, you just want the back design of the card. If you have, for example, an add card, there might be writing on one side and writing on the other when you don't want that. You pull out the card and they don't know what it is. So you just want the back to sign. I hope that makes sense, but that's your only setup. Once you did that, you're all set. So you can go up to your spectator and just leave the box to the side and don't call any attention to it. Maybe something you can do is this. So you have one card in the box, you have the deck in the box, you go up to your spectator and you say, hey, can I show you a trick? And they say, sure. What you're going to do, here's the exposed view. You're going to open up the box and use your fingernail to come right here in the back. And keep in mind, these fingers here can squeeze the side of the box too. And you're going to see not only does it bevel the box up, it bevels some of the cards up too. So your index finger can come in and it can pull one card right back, meaning when your thumb goes in, it can pull out the entire deck. Your finger is still holding that card back, meaning now you can let go of the card and close the flap right behind it. So you have the deck out of the box, but you have one card right in the box. I'll go over that one more time. That's something you could do as well, especially if this is a borrowed deck. They can hand you a deck, and then you can say, okay, let's take out the cards here. You open up the box, you can squeeze the sides of the box, the cards bevel up. Your index finger can now pull back on that one card. You can just cram your thumb in there, pull out the cards, put them down, and make sure the spectator sees this side of the box. You don't want them to see you holding back one card. And then you can let go of the card and put this flap right behind. And now you have one card in the box. Just make sure they don't hear the card moving around. Once I close it up, I might very carefully switch hands and then carefully put it down. So, once you have that card in the box, you're all set to go. The deck can be shuffled, and now you're going to have a card taken out, and you're not going to look at it. So let's say in this case we have this card. Just for tutorial, we will look at it. Let's say the Two of Hearts. What you're going to need to do is control the Two of Hearts to the top of the deck. I'm going to leave some card control down below in the description, and I'm also going to leave what I did down below in the description as well. All I did was I just swing cut the deck, I kept a pinky break, and I just kept swing cutting portions of the deck while keeping the break. And now I can cut as many cards above the pinky as I want to the table. And once I get to the pinky, I'm going to repeat the process. Swing cut, put my pinky in, put the rest on top. You can cut, and you can repeat this process as much as you want. I'm not going to teach it, but I will leave the swing cut down below in the description. So once that card is on top, you're all set. All I did was a double lift. Now this is optional, but you don't have to do this. So I just said, okay, I just want you to tell me, is your card on top? No. Is your card on the bottom? No. All I did was a strike double. Now you can do any double lift you would like. You don't even have to do a double lift. I will leave some double lifts in the description. But once you do that, you're all set. You say, okay, well, if I can get your card to disappear from the deck and end up in the box, you can riffle the deck, pick up the box, and now you can shake it. And you want to remember how you put in the card, because if you turn over the box and you open up the flap and you pull out the card, you don't want them to see this, okay? You want them to see it right when it's on top of the deck, and you're going to see why. So just remember how you put in the card. So I know I put in the back of the card facing the front of the box, meaning when I pick up the deck in the box, I'm just gonna leave it up like this. I'm gonna open it up, and now my thumb can just slide the card out. You want them to look at this card thinking, could that be my card? And while they're thinking, all you're gonna do is catch a break below the top card, which is theirs. So you can do a pinky count if you would like, which I will leave a link for down below. Or what you can do is this. So you can take out the card right on top of the deck and say, okay, for the first time ever, what if this was your card, or whatever you would like. Turn it over right on top of the deck, and they're going to say, no, that's not my card. And while you're talking to them saying, oh, well, let's see if we can try something, you can just come in the back and just grab two cards, put your pinky in, and just riffle. Or just riffle two cards from the front back. So you just want to break under two cards. And now this is going to be sort of like a top change move. Now I never taught the top change, but once I get better at it, I will. So you're going to turn the card down you're going to turn the card face down on top of the deck and say, okay, let's put away the queen. And here's how you're going to do this move. So you're going to bring your hand right up to you, and all you're going to do is take your thumb and put it right across the top left corner of the deck. Your other fingers come right under to where this pinky break is, and it can lift up on the two cards. And all you're going to do when your hand is up like this, and keep in mind you're going toward the box, this thumb is going to push up. Okay, so push this card right to the side, and these fingers are going to pull the card out. So it's going to be like, okay, so like this. So notice how the thumb goes up, and these fingers just curl right in. Okay, so try to do this here, sort of like that. So if you come over like this, you're actually going to take the card out. So you can put it right in the box. Okay, then you can say, okay, we'll cut the deck. And then they can take out their card because you want them to. They don't see their card there, but right here in the box is their card. And that is the effect. I'm going to teach that one more time just because I think I didn't teach that as good as I should have. So here is the tutorial one more time, hopefully better than the first time. The setup before you go up to your spectator is one card in the box, and you want to remember how you put in the card, okay? So if you put in the card like this, keep the box like this, just because when you pull out the card, you want them to see the back design. You don't want them to see the face. If you put in the card like this, well, leave the box like this then. So let's say we put it in like this and we close it up. You're going to have one card controlled to the top of the deck, okay, any way you would like. Let's say the two of spades. I'm not going to go over any controls. The next thing is optional, but you could do this and say, okay, I want you to just tell me, is your card on the top? No. Is your card on the bottom? No. And all you're doing is a double lift. So once you get their card on top, you could do a double lift just so they know their card isn't on the top and the bottom. Once you do that, you can say, okay, well, if I could get your card to disappear from the deck to the box, you could riffle it, and then you could shake. You can do anything you would like. But while you're opening up the box and you're taking out this card to show it to them, you want to catch a break under the top card any way you would like. You could do a pinky count while you're sliding out the card, or you could say, okay, wouldn't it be amazing if this was your card? Yes, the two of hearts, and they're going to say no. And while you're talking to them about how that isn't their card, just riffle up two cards and put your pinky underneath. Or you could just spread out two cards, put your index finger on the second card, lift up, put your pinky in and square up. But now you have a break. So now I'm going to turn this card face down, and now I'm going to do sort of a top change move. So here it is explained a little more. So your thumb holding the deck is going to go on the top left corner, applying pressure down. While you're moving your hand like this towards yourself, your fingers here are going to come right under this card, lift up. Okay, watch your angles on this because you don't want to lift up right when you're coming in so they see their card. So I usually hold on to it, I come in, and this is when I'm going to lift up, and my thumb is going to push this top card right, right up, and these four fingers are going to pull the card back. Just like that. And you can let go of the break. I'll go over that one more time, but that's a really simple move. So just like this, your thumb is on the top left corner, applying pressure down. Your fingers come in, and right when your hand is about here, I like to lift up the double, and my thumb is just going to push the card up, and my fingers are going to pull back. So just like this. And now you can say, okay, let's put that queen or that two, whatever you had in the box. I like to give the deck a cut. It's not necessary though. I say, okay, go ahead and take your card out wherever it is. They're not going to find their card, and that's because there's one card in the box. What was the two of hearts now is their two of spades. And that is the effect. So I hope you really enjoyed this one. If you are new here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know if that second tutorial was better than the first one. Or if the first one was better than the second one. Let me know which one was better. and I will see you guys next time with a new video. Bye.